Hi guys, Pronico here bringing you some more Echoes by Tipereth. We're heading into the 4th mission, Brownfield. Well, that's a joke waiting to happen. The Thunder Child arrives on Dis. Now, Dis is like some sort of mythological city that has a river associated with it, I think. It might be Greek mythology. I'm sort of fading on these specifics, obviously, but I know that. I just wanted to... I meant to mention that in the 3rd map, but... or whenever... It was probably the 2nd map when they talked about it. So there's like some sort of mythological allegory that Tipereth is trying to create here by calling the planet Dis. It's not like a Dis track. That would be 2 S's, I'm pretty sure. And it's probably even pronounced like D or something ridiculous. But anyways, bottom line is there's some mythological credence to it. 2 years have passed since the Brood War, and the Zerg have lapsed into a dormant state. The Dominion has taken full advantage of this lull to search for potential colony worlds in an effort to boost public morale and bolster something. Emergency, emergency! All non-essential crew report to evacuation pods. Each briefing seems more psychotic than the last. Captain, engines are failing. The hull might hold, but we cannot take much more damage if... The Zerg are everywhere. We're taking heavy casualties. Kappa and Beta are gone. Get us out of here, Command. That's it, we're going down. Repeat, the Thunder Child is going down. Launching escape pods on my mark, now. There were 2 sound effects. Or maybe 3 if you count comm beep. Schizophrenic briefings, by the way. Engineering, what's our status? Engines are almost shot. Hull has taken some very heavy damage. Fortunately, casualties seem to be minimal. About half our standing force was evacuated. The rest are still on board. We're going to need some time to repair the engines if we ever want to get off this planet. Computer, where the hell are we? Planet registered as Dis. Sensors show several turret installations on the surface. All of UED design, as well as a small protospace directly beneath us. UED, some sort of lost outpost? Engineering, the evacuees have started contacting us. There's a small infantry force not far from here. I've instructed them to relocate to our current position.
Did someone page
Bring the infantry team to the Nexus. Okay, so I guess we'll save here.
On my way. Stat.
Standing by.
Need medical
So why are we
attention.
white if we're not UED?
Where does it hurt?
I know,
Did someone
racism.
page me?
So these guys are purple?
Did someone page me?
More Bahrain and der Club of Gore!
On my
Club of Gore! By the way. What the hell? Those UED boys were working with the Zerg.
Something to shoot.
You don't even know if they're UED, dude.
attention? On
I like how
my
that's the
way.
only commentary.
Right away. I'm on the job.
Bahrain and
On my
der
way.
Club of Gore.
Stat. Right away.
I don't recognize this song.
On my way.
Hello, Pylon.
Right away.
Mwah.
On my way. Right away. Did someone page me? On my way.
Oh,
Right away.
hey, there's some probes up here. We could use these to set up some photon cannons.
On my way.
Captain, we've located a clearing to the north that would be suitable for preforming repairs. If we focus the brunt of hostilities to this location, we should be able to buy enough time to get our engines back up. If there's a hostile UED and Zerg out there, they might notice if we start setting up shop. Wait until more evacuees arrive before constructing any defenses. Bring as many units as possible. Wait. Note, after finishing construction of a photon cannon, you have 8 minutes before attacks begin. It is highly advised that you do not start building defenses until something. Okay. So the AI or any spawning or whatever is not even active until a certain... What, exactly? Oops. Ahmed. Get him. This is a pretty strange way to do anything, man. What a strange mission. Just like a labyrinth of nonsense. Hey, look, one of those, What's going on here? Oh, I selected a unit somehow. I selected a fire bat when I didn't mean to. What? This vulture shoots missiles. It is less useful than it should be. Okay. Let's relocate all those units. I guess we'll take our missile vultures and quickly scout around, see what's up. hilarious.
Forces are under attack.
Is that it?
What?
Give me some of this
What is going on over here?
Got my attention.
Hey, it's not allowed.
Yes. Naturally.
I'll reach you, sir.
What am I watching?
No problem. Oh, is that it?
Destroyed.
No problem. Yeah, I'm going.
Alright, so obviously we're supposed to mine this mongoloid.
Something on your mind? Oh, is that
Something on your mind?
it? Yeah, I'm going. What do you want? Yeah, I'm going. I dig. No problem.
What a mongoloid.
Yeah? Oh, is that
Okay.
it?
Fire it up.
What do you want?
Is there anything else over here? Oh, just some mongoloids.
I dig. No problem.
You got my attention.
I'll reach you.
Okay,
sir.
so there's nothing of value in that direction, but there's probably more Zerg here! Zerg here! Zerg here! Zerg here? Hey, there's Zerg here? Ah, Zerg here! No. No. Exactly. Get fucking destroyed, idiot. Try being Zerg there.
Target designated.
In hell, Mongol.
You got my attention. Go ahead, TACOM.
Alright, let's get everybody grouped up together. Got some, got a mine over there. Alright.
Absolutely.
I have no idea how to progress over in this direction.
Proceeding.
Is there a way... Oh, we could link up with those guys if we went that
Delighted
direction,
to,
I guess.
sir. Absolutely.
Oh, this is a dead end.
Sir.
Wow, we actually have to come this way. Alright, well,
Orders, sir.
it's pretty stupid. I know that there's some more Zerg... Zerg here! Zerg here?
Your forces are
Zerg
under
here! Hey, there are Zerg here, by the way. Get Zerged here.
Move it.
What am I looking at? Okay.
Absolutely.
Your forces are under attack.
Zerg here.
Move it.
What is this? Oh.
Proceeding.
Nightmare Colony.
Absolutely.
Comlink online. Confirmed.
I was half expecting a billion Zerg units to hear me.
Proceeding.
Alright, well, this top left squad has been evacuated, I think.
Something on
What if we just completed the main objective of repairing the whole thing before we even bothered setting up defenses? That would be pretty psychotic. Oh, is Zerg here? Zerg here? Hello?
Is that it?
Is Zerg here? Can Zerg come out to play?
Oh, is that
Wow, I guess there are no Zerg here. That's
it?
unfortunate.
Yes, sir. Destination. Move it. What do you want?
Alright,
I dig.
done. LOL.
Destination. Proceeding.
What is going on over here? What is going on over Zerg here?
Proceeding.
Those aren't Zerg here. Get fucking Ahmeded, idiots! You fucking morons! Don't even know how to Ahmed properly. Get Ahmeded, dude. Ahmed doesn't give a shit about you. Ahmed laughs at you.
My attention.
Absolutely.
My attention. You got it.
Go, go, go. Orders, sir.
Get fucking Ahmeded, tank.
Absolutely.
Alright, well, this has been some real intense micro training.
Absolutely. Move it.
Oh, sure vision, by the way.
Absolutely.
Please don't have lockdown.
Identify target. Orders, sir.
Thanks for not having lockdown. Oh, get fucking... Mongol.
Comlink online. Target designated.
Wow, this is like Mongo on my part after Mongo on their part.
Target designated.
Mongo! Ah, Zerg here. Another quote taken out of context.
Confirmed. Acknowledge HQ. Go ahead, TACOM. TACOM launched.
Orders, sir.
Off you guys go. Right over
What
here.
do you want? Delighted to,
Unfortunately, there's no way to repair my destroyed vehicles here. My 1 HP vehicles will be very useful.
Confirmed. Acknowledged HQ.
Oh no. Ahmed, get him! fuck yeah. Oh, Achmed got 0 kills. What the fuck, Achmed? Why do you suck? Zephyr tank. Why do vultures do... Okay. You guys ever seen a tank like this? Damn, I'm stealing this baby for sure. It's locked. Shit. So there's got to be a way to unlock the tanks then. I'm sure if we attacked it, it would attack us back. If it's actually owned by a computer player. That would be pretty hilarious. I didn't even check its armament. I just saw that it had Duke's portrait and then looked away. Just too embarrassed. Alright, I'm gonna continue scouting around and taking my time. Really smelling the flowers in this campaign. The flowers that don't exist because there are no doodads. We have so many more squads to evacuate. Really taps into the epic survivalist nature. I feel like I'm playing PUBG on an island.
Go ahead, TACOM. TACOM locked.
Wow.
Acknowledged HQ.
Mongo. What's up in this direction?
Acknowledged HQ.
Anything? Get him. Ow. Ow. Hey, you killed my Achmed. Fucking asshole.
Comlink online.
Fuck you and your missile turret then. That's obviously just a bullshit area you're not supposed to go into because XD.
Acknowledged HQ.
Oh, there's a... Oh, okay. Speaking of bullshit areas you're not supposed to go into. Well,
Yes, sir.
I guess I'll just bring this tank over there and then we'll see how he likes it.
Delighted to, sir.
Zerk here. Guys, look, it's Zerk here.
Moving.
Oh, Zerk.
Proceeding. Delighted to, sir. Moving.
Ah!
Yes, sir.
Hey, you can't scare me like that, Zerk here. Hey, Mongoloid. That's not where I clicked.
Delighted to, sir.
Okay. While he's Zerg hearing them. Wow, this is quite the motley crew. I feel like there's just another tank over there, so I'm gonna keep those guys where they are. Oh, we have ghosts here. And they have lockdown and cloak here. Uh-oh. We have big fat meanies. Okay. Hey, buddy! Go fuck yourself! You know what I'm saying? Hey! Macarena! Ah! Alright. You killed this yet? Good boy. Watch out! There are Zerg on the loose! And they're here. You better not fucking forget it. So there's probably... Holy moly. This is embarrassing. I was gonna say there's probably a way up there. That we can then use to, like, finagle our way out.
Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go. Outstanding.
Destroyed.
Jacked up and good to go.
Is there a way out?
Outstanding.
I'm just checking for tanks.
Outstanding.
Oh, I guess there's no tanks over here. Alright, well, we can just use this tank to liberate us from that bunker without actually taking any damage. I thought there was going to be a way up here that we could then use to kill, like, hit this bunker, and then that tank would be like, oh, I gotta unsiege and attack you, because this is a fucking impossible scenarios map as opposed to being an actual campaign mission.
Need medical attention? Check. Right away. Where does it hurt?
Destroyed.
Right away.
Alright, so while that's happening, you probably want to decloak.
Systems functional.
You guys can move up here a little bit. Oh, we have a whole bunch of fucking tanks. We definitely want to secure this area. I assume they'll just have a billion ghosts with lockdown or something. Okay. Yeah, just meet up by the creep, dude. LOL. Dude, LOL. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything, because there's probably some goofy shit, like, tucked away in some corner somewhere.
Absolutely. Delighted to, sir.
Okay, I guess not. Alright.
Proceeding.
I don't really know how to go up there and help those guys.
Delighted to, sir.
Ah, Zerg here. Spooky. Ooh. No map design. Ah. Whoa. Ooh. Ah. So they have missiles that deal concussive damage, by the way. Seems pretty psychotic. Alright, well, this might be the dream that I was having. Where we get to siege up and hit this bunker. Oh, or die.
Did someone page me?
We don't have our ghosts in this area, so... That should unsiege the tank. I don't know if that means he'll come... Like, I don't know where he's gonna come from.
Is that it?
Right there, I guess. Oh, well, it's pretty funny. Just hit that. Mungo.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Oh boy.
Yes, sir.
So what's over here?
Moving. Proceeding.
Well, no Zerg here, I guess.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Proceeding. Delighted to, sir.
Huh. Cool. We've rescued them. This is just Tipereth talking about,
Orders, sir.
he's like, this is the real... This is how you really rescue people. Not through walking up to them.
Absolutely. Proceeding.
Hi.
Delighted to, sir.
The fact that there's, like, no time crunch here, it's just boring fucking A-moving with micro stuff is really bizarre to me. Like, I never would have expected this kind of gameplay. You know what this does remind me of? Is, like, not like... I never made a map that's like this, but, like, the fact that it's Badlands, it's low detail overall. There's not, like, a whole lot going on. Very simple, minimalist almost. Focus on the story as opposed to trying to tell, like actually have good gameplay or whatever. That just feels to me like very evocative of 2011 era work that I did. Oh, hello. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it at the end of the day. I feel like it's just a big disaster. So I also feel like I should probably be taking a ghost that's got energy, walking up these areas and finding all the tanks and like being ready to lock them down. Because there seems to be like one tank per colony. So it just means there's a lot more. There's like one more somewhere. Maybe not.
Absolutely. Destination. Absolutely. Destination.
Okay. So now we can just roll in and shoot this idiot.
Your forces are under attack.
Quickly lock this mongoloid down.
Destination. Moving. Destination. Proceeding. Moving.
Okay.
Orders,
Don't
sir.
die, please.
Destination.
What's the nature of your medical emergency?
Yes, sir.
Oh, is lockdown only 7? Oh, it's 50 energy. I was wondering, I was like, what the fuck? How do I still have energy anyway?
Yes, sir. Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir.
I guess that explains it.
Orders, sir.
So there's one more, but it doesn't have a tank. And then we've liberated this side of the hole, it would seem. I mean, I get the idea of, like, working together with the different squads that you have or whatever, but it's very hollow. It's just very bizarre that this would be your focus as a... What an asshole. As a level designer. Like, I don't get it. So where do we go from here? I guess we go up.
Orders, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess that would be it.
Systems functional.
No problem. Sir. Proceeding.
Well, we have all of the squads now. All of the surviving units are in this area. I guess we can save before we actually put down a cannon. It's 25 minerals for a cannon, by the way.
Destination.
Oh, you Mongoloids didn't get the memo, apparently. So we can definitely put tanks up on these high ground ledges or whatever.
Destination. Identify target.
And put 3 over there.
Yes, sir. Move it. Yes, sir. Move it. Identify target. Proceeding.
I don't even know how many I ordered over there.
Move it.
The low HP ones I feel like are
Yes, sir. Orders, sir.
probably not going to be too great in
Identify
that role,
target.
but
Proceeding.
it's whatever. Like, I don't know if there's going to be any air units that interfere or whatever.
Destination. Yes, sir. Destination. Move it. Delighted to, sir.
How many tanks do I actually have? I probably don't have, like, enough to put 3 at each spot.
Destination.
I think I have... Yeah,
Orders, sir.
probably not.
Yes, sir. Orders, sir.
This is the other one that I have. Alright, so let's
Destination.
put 2 here. And then we'll just, like, throw more units in this area.
Sir. Move it. Proceeding. Destination. Orders, sir. Destination.
I'm actually going to change my tune here a little bit. I'm going to swap out this wounded tank
Identify target.
with a healthier one. Because if one tank dies, then I only have 1 here. That's more of an impact than, you know, 1 tank dying. And I have 2 others there, obviously. So I guess we'll go ahead and save, and we can start laying down some cannons. Attention Dominion forces, this is EIC Commander Fika. Anyone who's still in orbit should leave at once. Those unfortunate enough to be trapped planetside are advised to lay down your arms and accept your fate. Our forces are massing to attack, and none of you will survive this engagement. Fika, is it? We have no quarrel with you or the UED. Allow us to repair our vessel, we will leave in peace. Go through this with this foolish assault, and both of us will suffer needless losses. Do not underestimate the power of the Dominion. The Dominion cannot know of our presence here. You have to die. This is no personal vendetta, just sanitation. As commanding officer of the Thunderchild, I implore you to rethink this. We are not beaten. The beaten, broken Dominion forces of the Great War. You cannot hope to see a victory today.
Proceeding.
There is no victory to be found in the slaughter of mankind, but I assure you, this operation will be a success. Give up now. My men can offer you a quick death, but I think I will make no promises for the horrors I will have to unleash if you force my hand. There's a lot of posturing on either side here. Alright, so I'm going to station a bunch of units over here. I imagine this will be a cakewalk because we have so many units, but I could be wrong. I'm using pylons mostly as walls as opposed to extend my psi field up any further.
Destination. Proceeding.
I underestimated the sheer number of
Destination. Yes, sir. Proceeding.
avenues for us to put tanks, so
Yes, sir.
that's on me.
Finally.
Yeah, I guess I'll throw another one there. Alright, I don't know if I should actually, how much I should keep in reserve for additional cannons, but I guess we'll keep room for 8.
Calling online.
I read you, sir. Yeah, I'm
I
going.
don't know.
Want to turn up the heat?
Yeah,
This seems a little bizarre.
no problem. Yes, sir.
I wonder if the
Motion.
forces that we didn't kill outright were the ones that were supposed to be attacking us, because now
Yes, sir.
we're 3 minutes in
Orders, sir.
with no sign of any enemies.
Functional.
Oh, is that it? No problem.
Oh, I'm using the wrong key.
Is that it?
I was like wondering why he wasn't planting his fucking
No
mines.
problem. Oh, is that it?
Channel open. Target designated.
I don't really mind if I lose a bunch of units either. It
Something on
seems
your
like
mind?
it's pretty secondary.
Jacked up and good to go.
Something on your mind? No problem.
What?
Give me some of this shit.
Really? We were stuck that whole time?
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I dig.
Calling
Yeesh.
online.
Um,
Designated.
Something on your
I can
mind?
come out here. I want to make sure I'm using all
Yes,
the
sir. Orders, sir.
all of the mines that I have, but it seems pretty pointless at this point because,
Going.
as you can see, we're 4 minutes in. There's no gameplay.
Is that it?
This is just embarrassing at this point. Like, it's been such a
Going.
repeating
Is
trend
that it?
that you can win by accident, basically. So what has to... Prepare to defend the Nexus from attackers. So objectives haven't really updated, but... I don't know. I still don't understand why the Dominion are white anyways. It seems very bizarre. 3 minutes left. 5 minutes of sitting here doing nothing. I don't even know if it needs to be said.
I dig.
But again, running trend in this campaign is that it seems like you're really just meant to sit here and... This feels unintended, but there have been other times where it feels very much intended, that like the campaign is basically wasting your time and not respecting your time as a player. And to me that's a pretty big sin, I would say. I wonder if there's a way to...
Oh, is that it?
First of all, I wonder if there's a way up in that direction.
Yeah, I'm going.
I guess it would be over here.
Yeah. Oh, is that it?
I mean, obviously I'm not going to be attacked right now, so... Safe to go and scout with a couple of vultures. I don't know, I mean, it was so much build-up to this fucking nothing. Seems very silly.
Something on your mind?
I want to see what's
No problem.
over here while I have the time. But I wonder if there's a way to actually... Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm going.
So there's not really a way over there, I guess. Yeah, I think we explored everywhere that there was to go.
Yeah, I'm going.
Because there's... Yeah, there's no way up there, then. Is there any way that I can... I haven't really fully explored this area, I guess, but...
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing to say here.
I
It's
dig.
very bizarre.
No problem. Oh, is
Never
that it?
played a campaign quite like this, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm going. I dig. Yeah, I'm going. No
The only thing that I know of that there's like some shit over there. There's like a bunch of tanks over in this direction. That's it. We should have the ship space worthy in about 15 minutes. Good luck. Oh, we have 8 minutes to prepare for them to attack. Okay. I thought that we... Okay, I was really confused. I was like, what? Why have we been sitting here doing nothing? That's even more puzzling almost, but...
Your forces are under
Alright,
attack.
there's actual attacks coming our way. Okay.
Your forces are under attack.
Well, that's not great.
Base is under attack.
Hey, don't do that. How are we doing on this end? I think we need more tanks on the right-hand side. At least they seem to be breaching this area. I mean, this area is not very well defended in general. North seems fine. Yeah, north is the most tanks. I'm going to take one tank over and move it down here. There's a lot of infantry over in this area. Oh, actually, you guys need to turn around.
Forces are under attack.
We managed to beat back the evil that is the Ultralist, but now we're out of money. So we have to hope that everything holds out okay. Everywhere else. Where is that tank? Here it is. Taking its fucking sweet time.
Your forces are under attack.
Looks like we lost a tank to Hydras or something. So of course, after I move the tank from that area. 15 minutes of nothing, of non-stop nonsense.
Calling online.
Base is under attack.
I can't remember when we last saved. I think it was after.
Right away. I'm on the job. Right away.
I think it was after we got all the units here, but before we had set up all the tanks everywhere.
Right away.
So, worst comes to worst.
Your forces are under attack.
They do normal damage. I don't really know where the DPS versus the Ultralisks is even coming from, to be honest. But
Base is under
I'm gonna fall back to this location at this point, I think, with these units. Well, no, I think we could probably hold this here. Well, we kind of fell back anyways, but I'm just gonna move all these units back because this area seems to be doing just fine. I didn't even really look over here at all. Okay, so we lack
Base is under
tank
attack.
coverage in that area. This area seems to be doing just fine. I should be focus firing my tanks, or focus, like, stop moving my tanks or something.
Channel open. Acknowledged HQ.
What? Why did it still have vision of us?
Base is under attack.
Yeah, I don't know how well we're gonna do if there's like if this really is just an endless, unstoppable wave of nonsense.
Your forces are under attack.
Should we consolidate our defenses? Augment the teams in position to strike.
Base is under attack.
What? It's gonna get even harder? This is a little silly, my dude.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, I guess we probably have to restart. Oh, great. My favorite. I have no tanks to counter this. This is probably GG right here, actually. Yeah, look at that. I ordered my units specifically to attack one of them and it took no damage. They died before they could do anything. Yeah, I think you need to really keep your tanks alive as long as possible. Maybe you need that yellow tank as well. We lost the Nexus.
Base is under attack.
Survive. Oh, it says all Protoss structures are expendable. Thunderchild, you need to get out of here now. Yeah, I'm wondering if this is intentional. I'm just gonna let it run its course here. Maybe we can get a... Oh shit, maybe we can get a probe out.
Base is under attack.
Run around for 8 minutes. What do you guys think? Probably not. Ah! Well, I think our mines are counting. No way! Oh shit. Let's see. Are they homing in on our... No. We planted a mine and broke it that way. Oh, wow, there's gonna be mutalisks and everything. Aurora. Yeah, I really have no idea how we were supposed to deal with that. Oh, there's a bunch of nuke silos, too. I guess they're gonna nuke us later. Wowee. I guess they're coming from the caves. Although the air units seem to be popping out of nothing, but whatever. Where are these purple units coming from, I wonder? Oh, the medics are going to my mine for some reason. I am rather perplexed. Where the fuck? Why are they going there? Oh no, if they go to the mine, it'll blow up! No! No, back! Back! Oops, I skipped the music by accident. Back! No, turn back! No! Bad! No, 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 no! You can't do this! No, 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 no! No! Resistance subjugated. Oh, by my count, there should be about twice as many bodies here, Command. Looks like not everyone abandoned ship. Well, this seems like an excellent opportunity to field test Aeolus. Have the swarm destroy anything trying to flee the planet. Let's see if I can't get this Captain Kane to play Ahab. Wow, what would have happened if we actually lasted that long? Oh! It's just you have failed. Error? Let me see if it puts me back in the same mission. What the fuck? That doesn't even look like it was the same one. Oh, no, it was. So you were actually supposed to fail. That's an interesting idea. But let me open the map off screen just to make sure that that's actually the case and there wasn't a victory condition. So I've played around with the idea in my, like, not without actually implementing it. I have thought that, let's see. Finish off player, by the way. I have thought that, yes, an interesting idea would be to give the player the failure condition or say like objective failed or have a timer that the player is supposed to hang out for, like exactly like this mission, except there's no way that the player can actually win, even if they cheat, or regardless, like have some way where defeat is always going to happen. And I feel like, yeah, I mean, it loads the next map and says end scenario and defeat. So that seems to be the only way. Yeah, I'm really not 100% sure what's up with that. So yeah, I mean, that's an interesting idea, but again, it fills the player with confusion, and there's not really any way, like, obviously that map seems really ridiculous in terms of how, like, are you really supposed to be able to hold out against all that stuff? Not really, obviously. But at the same time, I feel like there's enough of a incredulity there where it's like, yeah, okay, the average player will probably think, okay, there's no way that this will work out. But it should be more communicated, more directly communicated, more clearly communicated to the player. Hey, you are not meant to win this. And it should be done very early on. Not like it seems to be triggered after like you lose a certain number of units as opposed to a certain point in the timer. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of that. I think that that's pretty goofy. Also, just in general, as like an obvious plot hole here, we spent so much time fucking around doing nothing in that mission, like gathering troops and stationing stuff, and then we had an 8-minute waiting time, and then we had a 15-minute waiting time. And the 15-minute waiting time was hand-waved away as, this is how much time we need to repair the ship. But we were obviously fucking around for way more than 15 minutes. Way more than 23 minutes, if you count the 8-minute waiting time as part of that. And so I really don't buy the idea that they needed that much time to repair the ship. They would have repaired the ship well before we even finished getting all of the units together if they only needed 23 minutes, right? So very silly, very contrived, and very much like a plot hole, depending on how the player plays the game. If they just open up immediately. I mean, also, really stupid, but it was entirely pointless to like get everybody together and try to hold out. Because we could have just started the mission as soon as we got the probes, as soon as we guided that Marine squad there to the center of the map. We, at that point, once we got them to the Nexus, we were given control of the probes. We could have built one photon cannon and then just executed all of our own units or waited for them to, like, I guess waited for the 8-minute mark to finish or whatever, entertained ourselves by A-moving everybody back. And just watch the carnage at that point. And then the player would have lost. Like, I don't know if there was a way to get defeated without actually satisfying the victory condition. Like, you have to wait a certain amount of time. I don't know. It's not clearly communicated, but it seems to me that we just wasted a bunch of our time. We could have just won within, like, probably 2 minutes of the map start by getting the squad there, then killing everything besides one cannon, setting up that cannon and waiting for the first wave to destroy us. It's like you win in basically 10 minutes or something like that. So it seems very, very goofy, very contrived. And like anytime you have to, force the player to do work for you in order to appreciate something or achieve something, like the work that the player should be doing is like engaging with your scenario engaging with them, and getting to the point where they're playing the game of StarCraft or whatever game you're making content for, or if it's an original game, sure, that too. Like, they should be playing that game and not this weird gimmick shit that you've got going on. Like, I even understand the idea is like, open up the player's gameplay segment by guiding these men to the center of the map, and then give them more stuff to do that's very similar to that, where you're guiding a bunch of men to the start of the map after introducing them to the fact that the UED are working alongside Zerg. And so as a result, you've got, you sort of know what to expect. Zerg and Terrans mixed for when you're guiding the other guys back. So like it's internally consistent in that it like onboards you to the concept, and then afterwards it expects you to do it at some level of mastery. But it doesn't really expect you to do it at any level of mastery because, again, your work is completely like, it's not worth anything because it's just overwritten by spawning a billion units. So I understand that was probably actually Tipereth's intent, is that, you should feel like your work is, like there's no point to it at the end of the day. Like it's inevitable that you would have lost. Like that was the intent because of the story ramifications. But, it still could have been communicated better. It still could have been more effective. And also, the reason why I played around with that idea but haven't actually implemented it is because I haven't found a way that I'm satisfied with in terms of to execute on that concept and to properly communicate to the player, hey, don't, load a save perpetually until you just give up. And that's how you find out that you're actually supposed to lose. But also don't think that you're just supposed to lose. You know what I mean? Like, because if you think that you're just supposed to lose, then it takes out the impact of losing being an actual victory condition in this case. Like, this is how you progress to the next phase. Like, if you know that that's supposed to happen, then there's no surprise. And there's no subversion of player expectation because you already expect it. And so that's like the big problem is that, you don't want to make it so that the player expects it and thus it loses all impact. You also don't want to make it so that the player has no idea that could even be a possibility to the point where they repeatedly load a save until they just die. And so I don't really think that this map did either of those. I think it did, or rather I think it did. It didn't communicate clearly enough that I knew for a fact it was going to fail me, and then that was how I proceeded. And it did made me incredulous enough at my odds of survival that I said, well, maybe there's a chance. But even the idea of that, where I'm thinking maybe there's a chance, is still something more than what Tipereth should want in that case, if his intent was to subvert player expectations. So yeah, at the end of the day, I don't really know what to say about this. This is definitely a mess, and I don't feel like my time was respected, or I felt like it was wasted for the most part in this mission. So that's my review of Brownfield. Moving on, we'll be heading into the 5th map afterwards, so stay tuned for that.